somewhere on this vast planet. There are countries so small, you might miss them even with a magnifying glass. They're smaller than a shopping mall, can be walked across in under an hour, yet they have their own flags, currencies, and even armies. These micro-countries hide in mountain valleys, float in crystal-clear oceans. And some are ruled by just one man, and maybe a dog. Can you believe that the smallest country in the world is only 0.49 square kilometers, yet it draws millions of visitors every year? How do these pocket nations survive? Why were they even founded? And who rules the tiniest kingdom on Earth? Welcome to my channel Top BIT. Join us as we count down the top 10 smallest countries in the world. They may be small, but they're absolutely fascinating. Let's begin. Number 10. Malta. Located in the heart of the Mediterranean Sea, Malta covers just 316 square kilometers. It is made up of three main islands, Malta, Gozo, and Camino. Despite its small size, Malta has a rich and complex history that dates back more than 7,000 years. It was home to one of the world's oldest freestanding stone structures, the Gigantea temples. These temples are even older than the pyramids of Egypt. Over the centuries, Malta was ruled by Phoenicians, Romans, Arabs, Normans, and the British. It became independent from the United Kingdom in 1964. Today, Malta blends ancient charm with modern living. Its capital, Valletta, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the smallest capitals in Europe. Malta is a top tourist destination with beautiful coastlines and ancient cities. With a population of over 500,000, it's one of the most densely populated countries in Europe. The country is also known for its strong banking sector and growing technology industry. Many major films and series, such as Gladiator and Game of Thrones, were filmed here. Although there are no permanent rivers or lakes, Malta has some of the cleanest water sources in Europe. This tiny island nation is proof that history, beauty, and progress can all fit into a very small space. Number 9. Maldives. The Maldives is made up of 26 atolls and over 1,100 coral islands. Its total land area is only about 300 square kilometers. Despite its small size, the Maldives stretches over 800 kilometers across the Indian Ocean. It is world famous for its luxury resorts, overwater villas, and pristine beaches. Each resort usually occupies its own island, offering total privacy and breathtaking scenery. The Maldives has an average elevation of just 1.5 meters. This makes it the lowest lying country in the world. Because of this, it is one of the most vulnerable countries to climate change. If sea levels continue to rise, the Maldives could disappear within a few decades. The capital city, Malé, is one of the most densely populated cities on Earth. Despite its size, the Maldives attracts millions of tourists every year. Tourism makes up more than 70% of the country's economy. The Maldives also has a rich cultural mix, influenced by South Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. Traditional music and dance are still practiced throughout the islands. Fishing is the second largest industry, with tuna being the main export. The Maldives is actively working to become carbon neutral and protect its fragile environment. It's a paradise under threat, but also a symbol of beauty and resilience. Number 8. St. Kitts and Nevis. St. Kitts and Nevis is a twin-island country in the Caribbean. It covers just 261 square kilometers, making it the smallest nation in the Western Hemisphere. The two islands are separated by only a narrow channel, just 3 kilometers wide. Both islands are volcanic, green, and mountainous. St. Kitts was once called the mother colony of the West Indies. It was one of the first British colonies in the Caribbean. For centuries, sugarcane plantations dominated the economy. Today, tourism is the main source of income. The country also offers a popular citizenship by investment program. This allows foreign investors to become citizens in exchange for contributions to the economy. St. Kitts and Nevis is known for its scenic railway, once used to transport sugarcane. Now, it provides panoramic views of the island for tourists. The islands are rich in Afro-Caribbean culture, music, and festivals. The annual carnival and the St. Kitts Music Festival are major cultural events. With a population of just around 50,000 people, the country remains peaceful and welcoming. St. Kitts and Nevis is small in size, but rich in heritage and natural beauty. Number 7. Marshall Islands. The Marshall Islands is a nation of atolls and small islands in the Pacific Ocean. It has only 181 square kilometers of land but spreads across over 2 million square kilometers of ocean. It consists of 29 coral atolls and 5 isolated islands. Most of the land is narrow, flat, and vulnerable to storms and sea level rise. From 1946 to 1958, the United States conducted 67 nuclear tests here. Bikini Atoll became infamous for its massive hydrogen bomb explosions. These tests caused long-term damage to the environment and local populations. Today, some areas are still uninhabitable due to radiation. In recent years, the Marshall Islands has faced new challenges from climate change. Rising seas threaten to submerge entire communities. The government has become a global voice for climate action. Marshallese culture is deeply connected to the ocean. Traditional canoe navigation and fishing remain central to daily life. The country also created one of the world's largest marine protected areas. It continues to preserve marine biodiversity while facing the threat of extinction. Despite its challenges, the Marshall Islands stands strong, proud, and determined to survive. Number 6. Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein is a tiny alpine country between Switzerland and Austria. It covers just 160 square kilometers. It is one of only 2 doubly landlocked countries in the world. This means it is surrounded entirely by other landlocked countries. Although small, Liechtenstein is one of the richest nations on Earth. Its economy is powered by high-tech manufacturing and financial services. The country has no airport and no coastline, but it is highly connected. Vaduz, the capital, is known for its royal castle and modern art museums. The country is a constitutional monarchy, ruled by a prince with real political power. The royal family is highly respected and still resides in the Vaduz castle. Liechtenstein has virtually no national debt and very low crime. Its natural beauty includes mountains, rivers, forests, and vineyards. Outdoor sports like skiing, hiking, and cycling are popular among locals and tourists. The country uses renewable energy and enforces strong environmental laws. Fun fact: in 2011, it was briefly available for private rental for $70,000 per night. With only about 40,000 residents, Liechtenstein proves that wealth and stability can exist even in the smallest places. Number 5. San Marino. Surrounded entirely by Italy, San Marino covers just 61 square kilometers. It is perched on Mount Titano, offering breathtaking views of the Italian countryside. San Marino claims to be the oldest surviving republic in the world, founded in the year 301 AD. It was founded by a Christian stonemason named Marinus, fleeing persecution. The country has survived centuries of war and political change without losing its independence. San Marino has its own constitution, which was written in 1600 and is still in use today. It also has its own parliament, government, and ceremonial military guard. The Guard of the Rock still protects official buildings in traditional uniform. 3 ancient towers crown the top of Mount Titano, serving as national symbols and major tourist attractions. These towers appear on the national flag and offer panoramic views of the surrounding region. The Old Town of San Marino is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, full of narrow streets and stone architecture. Its economy is based on banking, tourism, and the sale of collectible postage stamps and coins. San Marino's stamps are highly prized among collectors around the world. Millions of tourists visit each year to explore its medieval charm and tax-free shopping. Despite its size, San Marino ranks among the wealthier countries in terms of GDP per capita. It is a peaceful, independent enclave with a proud heritage and a strong national identity. Number 4. Tuvalu. Tuvalu is a remote Polynesian island country in the Pacific Ocean. It has a total land area of only 26 square kilometers, spread across 9 coral atolls. It is one of the smallest and most isolated nations in the world. Tuvalu's population is about 11,000 people, and its infrastructure is extremely limited. The country has no military, no public transportation system, and only one hospital. It is one of the least visited countries in the world, with fewer than 2,000 tourists annually. There are few natural resources, and the economy depends largely on foreign aid and remittances. Surprisingly, Tuvalu earns significant revenue from its TV, internet domain. Global streaming services and media companies pay millions to use this valuable domain. However, Tuvalu faces one of the most urgent climate threats in the world. Most of its land lies just 2 to 3 meters above sea level. Storm surges and rising ocean levels pose a serious risk to its existence. In response, the country has launched a bold plan to digitize all its cultural and legal systems. Tuvalu is working to create a virtual nation that could live on in cyberspace, even if the land is lost. It may become the first country to exist entirely online. Tuvalu is a powerful symbol of the human cost of climate change, and a voice for small nations on the global stage. Number 3. Nauru. Nauru is the smallest island nation in the world, covering just 21 square kilometers. It is located in the Central Pacific Ocean, northeast of Australia. Nauru was once one of the richest countries per capita, thanks to its abundant phosphate deposits. Phosphate, formed from centuries of bird droppings, was mined and exported at massive scale. In the 1970s, Nauruans enjoyed free healthcare, education, and imported luxury goods. But decades of unregulated mining destroyed nearly 80% of the island's land. The economy collapsed, and much of the population fell into poverty. Today, Nauru has no official capital, and only one paved road encircles the island. Its main source of income now comes from hosting offshore detention centers for asylum seekers. The country relies heavily on financial aid from Australia and other nations. Despite the hardships, the Nauruan people maintain a strong sense of community and resilience. Traditional fishing, storytelling, and cultural celebrations remain important in daily life. Nauru serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of overexploitation and poor environmental planning. It is a country with a dramatic past, a troubled present, and an uncertain future. Number 2. Monaco. Monaco is the second smallest country in the world, with just 2.02 square kilometers of land. It is nestled on the French Riviera, along the sparkling coast of the Mediterranean Sea. Despite its tiny size, Monaco is one of the most glamorous and wealthiest places on Earth. There are more millionaires and billionaires per square kilometer than any other country. The population is around 39,000, but only about 9,000 are actual Monegasque citizens. Residents enjoy zero income tax, world-class healthcare, and an incredibly safe environment. The country is ruled by the Grimaldi family, one of the oldest royal dynasties in Europe. Prince Albert II currently serves as head of state, residing in the Prince's Palace. Monaco is famous for the Monte Carlo Casino, which inspired the James Bond films. It also hosts the annual Monaco Grand Prix, one of the most prestigious races in the world. Luxury yachts, designer boutiques, and supercars are common sights in this glittering city-state. Monaco has its own national orchestra, TV station, and even a team at the Olympics. Despite being small, Monaco plays a large role in international diplomacy and finance. It's a magnet for celebrities, investors, and those seeking an elite lifestyle. Monaco proves that luxury can come in very small packages. Number 1. Vatican City. The smallest country in the world is Vatican City, with an area of just 0.49 square kilometers. It is completely surrounded by the city of Rome, Italy. Despite its size, the Vatican is the spiritual and administrative center of the Roman Catholic Church. It is the residence of the Pope, the leader of more than 1.3 billion Catholics worldwide. Vatican City became an independent state in 1929 with the signing of the Lateran Treaty. It has its own post office, radio station, passport system, and even its own license plates. The country's official army is the Swiss Guard, known for their colorful Renaissance-style uniforms. Vatican City is home to St. Peter's Basilica, one of the largest and most famous churches in the world. The Sistine Chapel, painted by Michelangelo, attracts millions of visitors each year. It houses some of the world's most priceless religious art and artifacts. Fewer than 1,000 people live in Vatican City, mostly clergy, diplomats, and staff. Despite having no income tax or exports, the Vatican is funded by donations and museum fees. It issues its own coins and stamps, which are highly sought after by collectors. Though tiny in land, the Vatican has a truly global impact. It is a sovereign microstate with faith, tradition, and influence far beyond its walls. From mountaintop republics to oceanic microstates, these 10 countries prove that size doesn't determine significance. They each have their own stories, challenges, and contributions to the world. Which one would you like to visit the most? Let us know in the comments.